Welcome to Latin with Andy, Code Breakers. These videos are to help you follow along with the Code Breakers at-home worksheets, so if you have not downloaded them, please click the link, purchase them, and subscribe so that you can further enhance your Latin experience. Today, we are going to be talking about zoom. But don't forget, vocabulary review comes first. Our first word we're going to talk about is bonus which means good. We've come across this word a couple times. The easiest way to remember this is to think of the word bonus. A bonus is a good thing. If you have a bonus from basically anything, that's a good thing. Our next word is Magnus which means great. The word magnificent might help you think of Magnus as great, because magnificent talks about something that is very great. Alright guys, we're going to take a little dip into verbs. So remember, when it came to nouns, we had three things we were going to identify: gender, number, and case. Well, when it comes to verbs, we have three different things that we want to find: person, number, and then something called tense. So let's talk a little bit about what person is, because we already know what number is. Same thing from the nouns, singular or plural. When it comes to person, we have three options: first person, which is either I, singular, or we, plural; second person, which is just you plural if there's more than you; and then third is basically anyone else you can think of, usually he, she, it, or they if it's plural, but you can fill it in with any of your nouns, your main characters that we've been talking about so far. Alright, so let's talk about this first verb right here, which is called forms of sum. So here are the forms of sum right here. You can see them: sum, est, sumus, estis, sunt. And we have bolded here the little pieces of this verb that identify what person and what number this verb is going to be. And so normally we'll see an O at that first one, but in this case it's going to be an M. So we have im, st, mus, tis, unt. So those are the things. If you're going to memorize anything from this part, memorize those personal endings. So memorize this: O, st, mus, tis, unt. And copy this sum chart, because sum is a very important verb that we're going to be talking about as we continue. Pause this video here and copy out the forms of sum and their meanings. Alright, I'm going to fill it in real quick so you guys can check your work. Good work, guys. Now that we've learned the forms of sum, we have a new cipher that we can use to identify these forms. So let's try and find the person and number of these different forms of sum. And we can see the first one has already been done for us. Sum is a first person singular verb, which means I am. It's first person because of that im, remember? First person and singular. So let's look at number 2, est. So we know by the T on the end that this is going to be third person and singular, which translates as he, she, it is. Estis, however, we know by the tis at the end is going to be second person plural, which translates as you are. Sunt, we see, is going to be third person plural, which means they are. See, this is pretty easy, and the cipher makes things go very quickly. Then we have sumus, which is first person plural, which means we are. S is going to be second person singular, translates as you are, the singular version. And then finally, sum, once again, we see is first person singular, which translates as I am. Great work, guys. Fantastic work, Code Breakers. Remember to review your vocabulary cards. Copy the sum chart, because I promise you it will come in handy. And then remember to keep your ciphers handy. See you next time.